Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to create this 3D model with SolidWorks. So we're going to go to SolidWorks first, and before we do that, let's look at all these dimensions. So this is 2090, so it's relative big. So the units are going to be in millimeters, which is a metric one. So the very first thing we set up SolidWorks is select the units. So first of all, we are going to create a new one, so a new part, and say OK. And the next thing is set up the units. So go right here. So we are going to select millimeter, gram, and second, which is a metric one. And after that, let's look at the part. So this part, it's a symmetric. So I could create only the right side, then mirror it to the left. And I'm going to set up my origin at this spot and draw the contour like this, and draw a slot and also a hole here, and make a fillet. So I'm going to draw the part, go to SolidWorks and go to sketch, and I'm going to create the sketch on the front plane. So select on the front plane and do line here and click here, then go right and zoom in a little bit, zoom out so I can go up and snap until the center one here and hit ESC. Since I'm going to mirror later, so I will need a mirror line, so I'm going to go to a center line here, create a center line, not exactly on the origin, but snap it to a little bit below. So snap it below and also put it up. And also you don't want to make a center line one on top of the other. You might have an underdefined trouble in the future, so only make one line here from this point and to the top. Don't make one line on top of the other. And now I'm going to give a dimensions. So this is 100, so half of that is 50, and the height is 90. So 50 and 90 there. So go to smart dimension and do a 50 here, and do 90 as the height. And now the part is, they are all black, so it's fully defined. So also here it says fully defined. So you can click on this, then zoom to fit. And I'm going to grab this. So go out of smart dimension and grab this point here. So on SolidWorks, so all the center lines, they are not a count. So you could have a blue end, that's fine. But all the solid lines, they have to be blue. They have to be black. So I'm going to click this point and drag it out a little bit. So extend it a little bit. Then we're going to save the work and find a directory that you want to save and name it as E4 for exercise 4. So name it, find a directory, then name is as E4. Then after that, we're going to make a slot here. So for the slot, I'm going to use this function here, straight slot, and click the drop down button. So this is what I'm looking for, the straight slot. And it looks like the first one is the one that I'm looking for instead of the other. So the first one is here. So this is the first point, the second point, and the third point. So 1, 2, 3. So select those 3 points. So now, so the first point is approximately here, the second point is approximately here, and the third one is approximately here. So put them there. Then we're going to give a dimension on it. So for the dimension, so this is 40 and the height is 20. So the radius is going to be 10 because overall is 20 here. So let's give a dimensions, and from here to here is 30. So let's give 40 from here to here, and 30 from here to the right. and 20 from here to here. And hit ESC. And also this point is supposed to be on the center line. It's not, because we don't have the coincident relation. So I'm going to click this point and drag it around and put it on the center line. Okay, still not showing up. And let's see how can we move this part around. So as long as they're blue, then you can move the thing around. Okay, so the reason of that is we don't have a distance from here to the origin yet. So the part can move up and down. So let's find another relation. So go back to the drawing. So from here to here is going to be 30. So go back here and go to smarter dimension. From here to the origin is going to be 30. So now the part is all black, so it's fully defined. And save the work again. Now we're going to create the center here. So we're going to draw a circle with the diameter 20. So two of them, two circles, the diameter is 20, and the x dimension is 20, and the y dimension is 20 as well. Then let's go back and draw a circle. So a circle here, it's about here. Then go to smarter dimension. The diameter is 20. And the distance from here to the right is going to be 20, and the height from here to the top is going to be 20 as well. So the part is black, is fully defined. Now we're going to work on the fillet. So go here with the fillet, and radius, let's take a look at that. So the radius is 20, so we put 20 here as the radius, hit enter, and entities of the fillet, so select those 2 points, and looks right to me, and say OK, and save the work. Now everything is still fully defined, then we can mirror the part. So before we mirror the part, make sure everything is black, is fully defined, also says here. Otherwise when you mirror, you would have to dimension them twice. So make sure everything is black before you mirror it. So now we are going to mirror the part. So mirror entities, and entities to mirror, we're going to select all of them. So drag all of them here except the center line and the slot. And mirror about, then we're going to select the center line here. And let's say OK, see what's gonna happen. So actually there are some overdefined, so we're going to click some of them and delete them. Delete this, and see delete this, see what's gonna happen. So everything there is still black, so we're outside, and save the work. And this is a sketch. Now we're going to extrude. We're going to go to features and go to extruded bus or base and select this, and it recognized we want to extrude in this way. Let's change the distance as 25, then hit enter. So now they're extruding only in one direction, okay, and we usually put it in the center, in the middle, so you could change the direction, then go to the right and go to the left. So like we said, usually we select the middle plane in case we want to add more features, so it's right in the middle plane. It's a lot easier to create another sketch. So and say OK for the part, and that's all we have for this part. Then we can double check. So after you click this part, so no minus sign in front means everything is fully defined. So make sure no minus sign in front. If you had that, you would have to go back to sketch and sketch here and see if any underdefined. So it says fully defined here, so I'm good. So you're not supposed to have any blues. Okay, so everything are supposed to be black except those 2 center line points. So now it's good, then you can save the work. Then that's all we have for this part. Thanks for your watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.